Next week, we will have a meeting. This is what happens when you don't bring a bulletin up with you. Next week, we will have a meeting. The Lord has laid on my heart a vision for a couple months to give a try to changing the services around. And if the church votes on that, we'll do that in September, October. But next week, I'm just going to share that vision with those that haven't already heard. Some of you have already heard it. Some of you already know what's going on. Some of you are going, what in the world? Next week, Brother Jake I will share with you the vision that God has laid on my heart. And then from there, we'll talk a little bit more about what's going to happen. But it will be up for the church to make that decision. But I do want to share what Lord has laid on our heart, what the admin team has already voted on. So that will be next week. Is there any other things I need to announce? Yes, sir.
Just an update on the community kitchen on July the 14th. We've had all of the buns donated, so now we're just in buns and hot dogs. Now we're in need of the chips, brownies or the cookies. And if anybody would like to get like your ketchup and mayonnaise and stuff like that in the squeeze bottles, that's also still free. Yes, ma'am.
Michael, do you want us to donate the individual little packages, or are we going to fix a plate?
We're actually going to serve them, so you can buy the family bag. And earlier also, I didn't mention last Sunday, but we're going to serve from 11 to 1. So anybody who wants to help, if you can be here about 10 o'clock, probably Nikki and myself will be here a little bit earlier, but we should be able to get things going and be ready in an hour, hour and a half. So that's the tentative plan, and I'll announce it again next week. Remember, there's a sign-up sheet back here if you want to help or whatever you want to donate. And I will apply it regularly and keep note on the 13th. We'll run to the grocery store and get whatever else is needed to make that happen on Saturday.
Okay. So remember the community kitchen. That's the 14th. Before VBS, we're going to have our VBS set up. Let people know. We'll also be handing out flyers. Let people know about VBS coming up. Teens and Miss Heidi and Daryl, if you guys will come forward. Are there any other announcements that we need to make? Daryl, Heidi, teens, if you guys, those that are going to camp, if you guys will come forward real quick. All right. No other announcements? All right, what I'd like to do is these are going to camp on Thursday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. Some of them don't know what 8 o'clock in the morning looks like, so we need to pray for them. But they're going to camp. They'll be there until Saturday. Here's what I want you to pray about. I want you to pray that we don't just send them to camp to have a good time. We send them to camp because we want God to do a work in their life. And like I said, they get away from the video games, from the phones, and it gives them an opportunity to be hearing a preacher for 2 or 3 days. Brother Darrell does a great job. But just like you all get tired of hearing my voice, they need to hear a different voice sometimes too, a different way of putting it. And so I want us to pray over them. Brother Tony, I've done a lot of praying, so I'm going to let you pray for them. And just pray for that God will work in their lives, that we see some maybe come back wanting to be pastors, missionaries. Some just, their faith would be strengthened in their walk with the Lord. So Brother Tony, go ahead.